Okay, so let me just, let me start by saying thank you for doing this.
My pleasure.
Kay Ashbridge from, you work with Panama Realtor,
That's right.
Lucy and Alan.
That's right.
I'd like to put a plug in for Panama Realtor and Lucy and Alan. They've been friends of mine for almost 10 years now, and they're just great real estate agents. They cover all of Panama, and you cover primarily the beach areas.
Yes.
Pretty much from Chame down
From
to
Chame down
Playa
to,
Blanca.
yes, correct.
Okay. All right. And how long have you been doing real estate in this area?
Since 2007.
Since 2007.
Yeah, my business partner Jody Hessler and I started Concept Panama,
Okay.
and we worked exclusively in Coronado for probably 3 to 4 years. Then we started expanding because client demand, and we dabbled into a little bit of rental and property management. We like to get out of that.
Okay. So
Stick with the sales.
sales is more is better.
It's better and it's easier to stay in a niche.
Right.
And our niche really is the resale market.
Okay.
Houses, condos, land.
Okay. And could you kind of describe what's the market like in this area now?
Gosh, for us, most of our clients are North Americans. So we get a larger share of Canadians than US, but we get both. It's kind of a mix right now. In the last 6 weeks, we've sold an equal amount of homes and condos, and then about half as many pieces of raw land. So, and for what we find, most of our clients coming now, they want something existing. We don't see as many people who want to buy a piece of land and build. Most people seem to want something existing now that's kind of easy, furnished, ready to move into.
Turnkey?
Yes.
Just walk in, no muss, no fuss,
Yeah.
ready to go.
That's what people really like, condos and homes both.
Okay. And, but in a sense of volume and activity and numbers of people that are looking, how's it doing?
There's a lot of people on the ground. For the last year, I would say in my experience, more people are hesitant to buy. They're not as quick to spend their money. People who fared through the downturn, who have money, are really a little stingy with it. So they're doing more due diligence. We have more people asking if they can rent for a short period of time, 3 months to 6 months, maybe change places and look around more. So, you know, a couple years ago, it was just people would buy fast.
Well, that's one piece of advice that we give people all the time is that rent first.
Yeah.
So people want to come, it's like, I'd like to buy this house, but I'd like to rent it for 3 months. Is that what they're doing?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because they want to try it on for size first.
Absolutely.
But that's smart though.
And they want to try Panama on for size.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, and then the different areas. And we have a really big, strong group of expats who live here. And at the moment, we have a lot of folks who are trying to resell properties further south, specifically because they want to get closer to Coronado. So
Oh, people are selling out of like, what, Chiriquí, Boquete, places
Yeah.
like that. And
Yes.
they want to move, so they've already tried it on for size down closer to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
But now they're looking to sell out of that and move into
Yes.
here.
I find that, yes.
That happens a lot? Yeah? It's okay, you don't have to worry about different markets, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm sure there's 1,000 people out there that'll jump up in town and tell you how wonderful Boquete is.
It's true, but if
that's,
you
know.
go up there this time of year, you'll fall in love. There is no doubt about it. It is
Yep.
fantastically beautiful. But the rainy season, they get 250 inches of rain a year.
Right.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. They
Right.
get it in about 5 or 6 month period.
Yep. No,
So-
it can rain up there, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But that's okay, I mean, listen, every area has their pluses and minuses, you
That's
know.
true.
It's just the way it is. So, if you had to put it in a word, how would you describe it? Brisk?
I was going to say that, exactly.
Yeah.
Very brisk.
'Cause you mentioned that
Lots
the
of
other
people
day.
here. They're coming, they're calling. Hey, we just got into the town. We looked with this realtor. We heard that you have some other properties. You have other properties because we don't have the multiple listing. We happen to be in the Rincon del Chef Plaza, and there are 4 realtors in that area. We share. You know, we'll pick up the phone and we'll just walk next door to the other office and say, hey, we've got somebody, they're looking for this, this, and this. I've only got 4 properties. What do you have? And we'll tag team and we'll share the
Yeah,
client.
because you split commissions. If
Yes.
you've got the property and I've got the customer, then.
Absolutely.
Okay, so there is cooperation there, but it's just because you all know one another and.
Yeah.
And you know you can trust people and stuff,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get screwed over.
Yes, and it's like, hey, it's our client.
Right.
If I don't introduce you to them, they might walk into your door right now,
Right.
tomorrow. So
Sure.
let's just work together. And plus,
Yeah.
I can tell you what I know about them,
Yep.
what they've already looked at, what
Yep.
not to waste your time with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, obviously in this setting, it's just beautiful, you know.
Yes, yes.
Now, if I wanted to move into the beach area, okay, if I said, all right, I'm going to retire and I want to move to Coronado, realistically speaking, what would be like the minimum that I would need in order to buy something and to live in this area and be in a nice either an apartment or a house close to the beach? I mean, not necessarily, a mansion on the beach, but something in this area that's relatively close.
In Coronado, you need to have a realistic budget of 300 to 400,000.
Really, 300 to 400,000 just to get into Coronado.
Even we have like at Coronado Bay, they're about 1,100 to 1,200 feet maximum, 1 and 2 bedrooms, but same floor plan. And they're right around the like 250, 280 and up to start.
250 to 280, but that's for an apartment.
That's for an apartment, and that's
Okay.
usually a 1 bedroom, maybe 2. But again,
So-
the same configuration, either put a wall in and lose your dining room and have 2 bedrooms,
okay, all right.
or it's 1 bedroom. We have Alcazar that's larger, 3 bedrooms and 4 bedrooms.
One thing I'm concerned about is I think you might be hitting the microphone here, so I'm afraid we're going to be picking up. I'm not sure if that's there or
How
not.
about that?
I mean, hey, not very professional. I've got a remote microphone, but if you're smacking the microphone, it's going to mess up the sound. So,
Sorry about that.
No problem. So Alcazar,
Okay, so Alcazar, it's more upscale. It's in the golf course. It's more pricey than most of the condos around. You get in there upper 3s.
Okay.
Yeah, for 4 bedroom furnished, 430, 450 for a furnished 4 bedroom condo.
Okay, so if I've got $200,000 to $250,000 to spend, I can pretty much forget Coronado.
You're going to have to look really hard, and we have the Coronado Golf
Okay, how
on the
about
golf
this?
course.
Not just Coronado.
Okay.
Everything, put everything
Okay.
on the table from Chame, anywhere near the beaches, the entire beach area,
Okay.
all the way down to Rio Alto.
$150,000 to $200,000 can get you a little 1 bedroom near the beach,
What, an apartment or a house?
an apartment,
An apartment.
an apartment.
Now, what if I want to buy a house?
If you want to buy a house and you want to buy a house, say in Gorgona, we could start around the 280 mark,
A house in Gorgona.
a house in Gorgona.
Now, what if I want to live in like the community with the Panamanians and do the whole Panamanian thing?
You can easily do that. Like say you wanted to live in San Carlos. You could live in San Carlos you could buy a little home there for 180, 210.
210. Okay, that's an existing house.
Yes.
It's in the Panamanian community. It's not
Yes.
like in a the
Not in a
gringo-
gated where
not
there's
in
more
gated.
expats.
All right, so what you get with more money is gated community,
Yes.
improved security,
Yes.
more things like a pool and a common social area and stuff like that.
Yes, and more neighbors that are like you,
Okay,
which a lot of expats they want the flavor of the locals, but they really, because of not speaking the language
Right.
and not really knowing a new culture, they
Yep.
really tend to gravitate toward their like
Yep.
like people.
it's
Makes it
it's
easier to
human
integrate.
nature. I mean, if you can speak fluent in Spanish, some people want to take off their shoes and do the complete
Yes.
immersion thing, and there's a continuum. So everybody
Yes.
falls somewhere along that continuum. So
Yes.
that makes sense.
And even across the highway up in Las Lajas, just 10, 15 minutes, there's some beautiful, sweet, really nice communities up there. 200,000
Really, now.
right now.
You used to be able to get those for $50,000. Those days are gone, right? Long gone.
They're pretty long gone. They
Yeah.
are. Since that we had, I'd say 05, 06, 07, even a little bit of 08, lots of people buying, fixing up and selling. And I mean like painting, putting a hot water heater in,
And that's
maybe
it.
fixing a roof leak and turn around for double.
Yep.
Those days are gone.
Yeah. None of that happening anymore. Huh?
No.
Okay.
And one thing that I would add, with so many North Americans coming and looking for property here, a lot of them are really surprised that the prices aren't lower, because they'll say, well, gosh, don't these people know what's going on in the world? And
Well, what's going on in the United States?
Exactly.
Houses that used to be worth $300,000 are now $150,000, but that's in the U.S. market because they got overinflated. Da-da-da.
Correct.
But this market missed all that.
And not just did we miss it, 90% of our owners own the home. They don't have a mortgage. So
Okay.
they're not like trying to get out from under this
Right.
huge debt. They're in pretty good shape, and
I
they can
own
say,
it.
I own it, this is the price I want. If I don't get it this year, I'll wait till next year.
Okay. So, do you have anything right now in your portfolio that would you consider to be a great deal? That if someone walked in and said, I want you to find me just a fantastic deal for the price, for the square footage, for the conditions, for the existing situation, it's just a fantastic deal, and somebody's going to scoop that sucker up, and it's just a real cherry pick, and
Yes.
you got something like that?
I had one that lasted less than 30 days.
Okay.
It's already
gone.
sold. We've got 2 brand new ones, and I say they'll be gone in 30 days.
But what are they? I mean, just
We have a beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's got room
Apartment.
to expand. This is a house.
a house.
A house for $330.
A house for $330. Okay.
3 blocks from the beach,
Oh, here in Coronado?
here in Coronado.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
330. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, brand new beautiful swimming pool.
Oh, okay.
Great landscape, about 1,100 square feet of land.
Okay.
Super cute, super nice. You don't have to go in and do anything because it's already been remodeled.
It's all ready to go.
Yeah, it'll go fast.
It'll go fast. So that one's
Yeah.
gonna, you're just waiting
Yeah.
for that one to evaporate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But those come along every now and then.
Every now and then they do, and we've got another one that's pretty close, maybe 5 blocks from the beach,
Okay.
walking to many restaurants, 340.
340. Okay. Now, if I wanted to buy land and do it myself, can I?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. When-
What's a 1,000-meter lot go for?
If you're, say, on Gulf Front, you're looking at
Lot of money.
yeah, you're looking at a lot, maybe 150 per square meter, the going rate.
Okay, so
So if you have so you're looking at 150,000 for a
just for a piece of
1,000.
land, 150,000 for the land.
Now, if you're outside the golf course and you're, say, closer to maybe Picasso Pizza, and you're within those little finger streets right in there, probably 60 to 80,000 for a piece
Oh.
of land in there, 800 to 1,000 square meters.
Okay, but if you really wanted to do the work yourself, you
You
still
can.
could buy the land, build a house,
Yes.
and end up with something that it's not turnkey,
Yeah.
it's not ready to go. It's about a year's worth of work or more.
Yes.
But when you're done with it, you save yourself some money.
You own it, yeah.
You own it and you save some money.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Well, I think those are just about all of the intelligent questions that I can come up with. Is there anything else that you would want to add?
You know, I love the educated buyer. I love it when people come and they've done a lot of research. They understand we don't have a multiple listing system. They try to find a realtor they want to work with, they like. You know, they're upfront with you. Hey, I've seen this property with other realtors. It really helps us to help people when they're upfront with us. It's not true that different realtors have different prices. We don't set the prices, the owners do. But it is true that you can find the same property on different websites at different pricing because someone didn't catch up with the right price or something. But, you know, there's some buyers out there who really think that they have to pick the realtor who knows how to get the best price. The owners set the pricing.
Right. And you mentioned that there's no MLS, and that's true, and it's unfortunate. It's a different situation than it is in the United States, and it's kind of like more like a free for all, Old West.
Sometimes it feels
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Sometimes it
it's-
feels like that. But I think for an educated buyer to come here, they don't need to really feel like it's okay to look with different realtors. It's okay.
Sure.
Just tell us what you're up to.
Yeah.
You know, be
And in the
upfront
end-
about it.
In the end of the day, you're negotiating the price with the owner anyway.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
You know, it's just the realtor's just showing you around and doing the paperwork. So,
Yeah.
okay. Anything else?
Well, as far as the team that we have here set in Coronado, you know, Panama Realtor has a lot of us working for them. They've got a lot of legs on the ground all through Panama.
Right.
And here we have 3 dedicated people who live in Gorgona and Coronado who are dedicated here full time. So, and we've lived here between 3 years and 7 years. So we have a lot of experience in this area if somebody wants to use an experienced realtor.
That's it. Another plug for Panama Realtor.
Yes.
Kay Ashbridge, Panama Realtor. We happen to be sitting in a beautiful, the only word to describe it is a mansion, which is, it's not even half a block from the beach. You walk out the front door and walk down the little pathway and you're on the beach. It's, 7 bedrooms? The numbers are just staggering. And there's really, the only way to describe it is a mansion. It's just absolutely stunning. And the guys at Panama Realtor, like I said, I've known them for years. They're just top-notch, outstanding, good friends of mine. So thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you, Don. It's been my pleasure.
Okay. And there you go. There's an update on the beach properties between Chame to Playa Blanca in that whole Pacific Beach, which is about an hour and a half outside of Panama City, easy driving time to Panama City.
Yeah.
More and more expats, foreigners are moving into this area every day. The prices have remained steady, even though there's been a dip in the U.S. The prices for real estate in this area have been steady and slowly creeping up a little bit, which is good. If this real estate market can withstand that kind of a hit that the global economy took, and it's still solid here, then you'd have to think about what kind of a hit it would have to take to really do some damage on this market.
We're on a good track. We're on a real good track.
It's a good track record,
Solid.
and it's nice and steady. And the community here is growing and getting better every day.
Yeah.
So Okay, there you go. There's Panama Guide for today. Monday Carnival 2013,
Yes.
Panama, digging it. I'm not working. This is work for me. You got a nice
I love
office.
it. I
this
love
is
the
a nice
office.
You love it here.
I
This
do.
is good stuff. Can't beat it. Thanks again.
Thanks
All right.
again. Thank you
Cheers.
so much.
Okay, bye now.